this out. Oh my god, so this took forever. Okay, we're gonna draw some stuff, and then we're gonna use like a bigger tile. Woo, bigger tiles. All right, some other tiles. Woo, look at that. Okay, ready? Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, 6. All right, so what the hell is going on here? Well, let me show you. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B. Okay, let's erase all the shit. Okay, let's use the smallest tile value really quick. And, oh, let's zoom in. We gotta zoom in here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, we got some basic auto tiling. But we're using a special format that I designed. So here we go. There's a tile. Oh, there's a tile. Oh, look. Oh, auto tile. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And then, let's kind of zoom out here. Let's turn the letterboxing off. We don't need that letter in our life. Up, down, down, left, right, B. Okay. I should really just make an eraser key rather than have to do that little combo, but whatever. Okay, so let's go through the tiles. Okay, let's do a little showcase. Okay, so, okay, next tile. Ooh, look at that. Okay, next tile. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, next tile. Ooh, oh wait, bam, bam. Oh shit. Okay, so there's some things with my subtexture push that need to be fixed, but, you know, ooh, look at that. All right, so let's just go through all the different materials. Ooh, yeah, all right. So there's 16 different tile values, but, the 0 slot is used, well, for empty space. So technically we only have like 15 visible materials. And I've lost count. Oh, this is the last one. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because 5 times 3, 15. Look at that. Look at those beautiful 15 materials. All right. Now let's go up, up, down, down, left, right, B. Okay. Let's erase that for a second. Okay. Now let's draw some stuff. Let's draw some stuff. You know what? Let's pick the material that I actually liked, where it actually kind of looked cool. Actually, all this shit looks kind of cool. Now, it's very rudimentary. Now, the goal is not, I repeat, the goal is not to fucking make, like, some type of, like, old school NES looking bullshit, okay? Now, I know I am doing 2D, but just because it's 2D doesn't mean it needs to look fucking retro, okay? Like, I know that a lot of what I do looks really retro, and that's okay if you like retro, but that is not the goal, okay? This is just the humble beginnings of not retro, okay? So, what do I mean by that? Because, well, a lot of people think that to get better graphics, you gotta go to 3D. I don't think so. I think you gotta evolve that, like, 2D and 3D graphics are kind of like on their own evolutionary branch, if you will. So I want to kind of like push 2D graphics forward. I want to push 2D graphics forward to a place they've never been before. Is that crazy? Am I crazy? Yes, I am crazy, okay? Is it doable? Is it doable? I don't fucking know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if I'm just a nobody, like, you know, a year from now. But I think I got something impressive here. Check this out. Look at this. Woo, look at that. It's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. You know it. I know it. The American people know it. Just fucking awesome. So what are we gonna do with this? And you know, and you don't even, maybe you know, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. Check this out. Okay, bigger tiles. Oops, that's not the bigger tile. Okay, well, let's put this down. Let's start designing stuff. Let's kind of, yeah, let's put some stuff there. Huh? Yeah, huh? Yeah, let's fucking make something. Okay? This is now art day. This is fucking art stream now. You hear me? It's a fucking art stream. Let's fucking do this. Okay, so, yeah, there we go. Yep, looking good, looking good. Like, make some happy little electronic looking things. Yep, whatever they are. Yep, there we go. Okay, put some things there. I don't know, maybe put some stuff in the middle. I don't fucking know. Just make it look good, right? Right? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm fucking talking about. Like, where we can make some type of engine where you don't have to be, like, an expert at art, and you can still make something that looks, like, really fucking techno-y cool, right? Like, I want some type of, I want, like, a destructible bomb game, man. Okay, so let's erase this over here. What was I gonna do? Yeah, bigger tiles, bigger tiles. Yeah, bigger tile. There we go. Bigger tile? Bigger tile? No. Oh, well, that's a big 0 tile. There we go. Okay. Now, yeah, so we got the bigger tiles. We got these bigger power, right? We got powers of 2. We got powers of 2 up in here, right? So this tile map it's a multi-layered tile map that also supports these different power of 2 tiles. So we can, kind of make things bigger and smaller. And my hope for this is that by allowing us to kind of make things bigger or smaller, like bigger or smaller tiles, we can we can get rid of some of the monotony, right? Because the last game I made seemed kind of monotonous with the level design, because it was very flat, right? Because there's only one layer. There's only one layer of tiles. Only one layer of tiles. And with that one layer of tiles, well, I mean, if you only have one layer, you don't really have much multi-dimensionality, do you? So we're fixing that problem by having multiple layers. But then we also want, like, contrast thresholds. So we want, like, different tile sizes, because that's going to help with contrast thresholds and make things interesting, because we can get, like, we can get big and small details. Now, right now, it looks retro, right? It looks kind of retro. Like I'm saying, that's not the goal. The goal is not to make retro. It might look retro, but that's not the end goal. That's just a temporary place that we are right now, right? It looks retro now because, yeah, it looks retro now, but eventually I'm hoping that we can make it, like, super badass looking, right? That's the goal. The goal is super badass. The goal is not retro, right? So, look, we got all these different towers too. Let's change tiles. Let's change tiles, right? So I am optimistic here that we can start to craft things that are gonna start to look fucking badass. Now, I see the potential here. Maybe you see the potential, maybe you don't. But I see some fucking potential here. Let's go next tile up. Next tile size up, right? Alright, there we go. See? Look at this. Look at this. So, I think this is starting to look interesting. I think it's starting to look interesting. Okay, let's go another material. Yeah, there we go. Another material. And then, I don't know, some stuff. Let's just fill up this canvas. Let's fill up the canvas, you know? Let's freaking do this. Let's put some stuff over here. Okay, let's put some stuff over here. Yep. Let's go back down. Right? Like, this is getting interesting, right? So now we got these big coarse details, right? Got these big coarse details, but we can go down a tile size, and now we can lay this same material, but it's a different size, right? And then we can kind of get this multi-layered, we can start doing some multi-layering there, you know? And then we get some interesting stuff. So, you know, there's that saying, it's like a emergent behavior, right? Emergent behavior. Hear me out. Emergent design, right? So, same idea as emergent behavior, but with design, right? We create this engine, and we create a whole bunch of utilities that allow us to kind of layer on the complexity, right? And from that ability of having all these little tiny features that start to amass, the whole is greater than the sum, right? Let's go down one tile size. So emergent design, that's kind of what I'm going for. Like, we're gonna take, we're just gonna make a whole bunch of tools and features, and then as we combine these tools and features, I'm hoping that stuff starts just to get badass looking, right? Like, this is fucking cool. Look at it. All right, like, I feel like we're able to get some depth here, right? And the cool thing about this is I'm designing this to be a game with fully destructible geometry, right? So we're building, like, I don't want to think of it, I don't want you to think of it as we're setting different tile graphics, right? We're setting different graphics. I don't want it to be thought of as like that. I want to be thought of as we are literally, like, building with different materials that are, like, snapping together, right? That's what I'm thinking here, right? Let's go down one more. Let's go down one more tile size, right? So let's put a little thing right there. Maybe put another thing right here, right? And so we can get, like, all these different, right, a whole bunch of different scales of things, right? Like, I am fucking excited for this. Let's put some stuff in here, maybe, like, I don't know, we can do whatever we want, right? Okay? We're gonna be the Bob Ross of Mega Man X themed art. That's who we are now. Fuck yeah, look at this shit. Look at this. This is fucking beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Happy mistakes all over the place. Look at that. Yeah, whatever. Woo, variety. Woo, yeah. Okay, let's put a little thing in there. Yeah, put a little thing in there. Can we go down another tile size, or are we already at the smallest tile? Oh, no, we're not even at the smallest tile. Look at that fucking shit. Look at the fucking awesome. This is fucking awesome, right? We can get into some ornate detail. And right, all this ornate detail is still fully destructible geometry. Now I have to program the simulation code for that, but trust me, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I've been thinking about how to do this for like 8 fucking years, okay? Like, I am on top of this shit, and I'm gonna fucking make it happen. Do you hear me? You hear me? All right. But yeah, you see that we can get kind of like, even with these like crappy like low res graphics, we're still able to like start to get something really awesome with kind of like just the ability to layer these different tile sizes, to build up these like meta structures, right? And I think the variation of, you know, small and large shapes is, and I think this is probably the smallest tile size. I mean, we can check. We can try to go down one more. Oh my God, there's more! There's more! You thought we were at the smallest resolution? No, we're not at the well, holy fucking shit! You know, like, this is what I'm fucking talking about. Like, this is fucking badass. So, I'm excited. I mean, you know, like, you know, it'll be like, you know, maybe in the future, you know, instead of can it run cry, people will be like, it can run cry, but can it run the Atomic Alice engine? Or technically I'm calling this one Atomic Ivy. Atomic Alice was the last one. But yeah, so happy mistakes. Let's just fucking own that happy mistake. Let's fucking do it. All right, I don't know, let's just go around. Yeah, yep. Oh yeah, look at that. So yeah, so we can really get down in there, and we can you know, we can do stuff, right? We can do some fucking stuff, and I'm not fucking done. Like, you think this looks cool? If you think this looks cool, well, I am not fucking done, my friends. Like, I still have more ideas for how to do auto tiling better, right? Like, everyone's like, oh, this is how you do auto tiling. Fuck that. There's so much more things you can do with auto tiling. And I'm going to make basically an awesome auto tiling system. Now I am gonna nix the whole like fractal auto tiling because the algorithms for fractal auto tiling were just way too intense. Like, you need a goddamn supercomputer to do what I was trying to attempt a few years ago. Like, back in 2020, I was trying some stuff. It was a little bit too ambitious. This is not as ambitious, but it's still pretty badass, right? So zooming out, look at that. We're fucking building shit. We're building, look at this, look, it's like this, I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck we're looking at, but it's fun. Actually, I do know what we're looking at. I can actually describe what we're looking at. We can go, let's go somewhere else on the map really quick. Because I actually do know what we're looking at. I lied. Now it might look retro or whatever, but I actually do know what we're looking at. Let's zoom in here. Are we at the smallest tile size yet? I don't even fucking know. Okay, I think we're at the smallest tile size. Okay, let's use the smallest tile size. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what are we looking at? So I actually do know what we're looking at. So let's go to the first material. Back. Is that the material? No, this is the material. No, this is the material. I forget which keys do what. Okay, so, materials. Well, that's 0. That's an eraser. Okay. This material is like a pink light source. It's a very weak thing, and it can be destroyed easily. It's colored kind of a reddish color, so you can light things up in kind of like a danger color. And then this is like a cyan light source. And right now we just threw in any kind of geometric pattern just to have like fun. Like, we'll maybe work on better patterns in the future or something. We just picked something, went with it. So we have the red light source and the cyan light source, and they're the weakest materials. So Alice or Ivy can kind of hit them with her head and destroy them. And I will try to make it so that if things weigh a lot, that will also break them and shatter them. And they also emit light, right? They emit light. So they emit light, and they're the weakest tiles because they're made of glass. Then we have these green materials. So the green materials are they're pretty weak material, but they're stronger. These two materials are stronger than the glass. So the glass will break if something heavy is on it, but the green materials won't. The green materials, however, if Ivy or Alice were to hit them with her head, she'll be able to punch through them. So like in a Mario kind of style, like break them with her head, you know? Bombs can destroy these. Any kind of bomb can destroy it. Any kind of laser can destroy it. So what's the difference between the two materials, right? Because we want every single material. We only have 15 materials, so we need to use our material slots kind of in a... Every material has to be very distinct. So with the two green materials that are kind of very weak materials that Alice can kind of punch and destroy, the first material up here leaves nothing behind. So if you destroy the material, it leaves absolutely nothing behind. However, the material down here is going to leave ladders. So I was thinking, like, how do you make, like, a fully destructible geometry game and not have it soft lock on you, right? How do you avoid soft lock? Well, the answer is that certain pieces of geometry, when they're destroyed, leave behind, like, shrapnel, like climbable shrapnel. That's the idea. So when these green tiles get destroyed down here, they leave ladders. When these ones get destroyed, they leave nothing. And we colored them the same, or a similar color palette, so that you could associate the green color with, you know, easily destroyed stuff, right? And then once we get up to the next tier of materials is the purples. So we have 3 purple materials. And I forget which is which, but the purple materials, they are medium strength. And they can be destroyed by bombs, but they can't be destroyed by Alice. Alice or Ivy cannot punch through the materials. You have to use a bomb to destroy these materials, these 3 materials here. Some of them... So this one here, the one on the top, leaves nothing behind. The one in the middle sometimes leaves ladders and sometimes leaves nothing. And the one on the bottom always leaves ladders. So why does the one in the middle sometimes leave ladders and sometimes not? Well, the one in the middle is slated to eventually be an angled tile. So right now all of our tiles are kind of square, right? But the one in the middle here, eventually I want it to be an angled tile. So instead of having this kind of step, I want, if I lay down tiles like this, I want it to be like a 45-degree slope. And because you have a 45-degree slope, it's like it would be kind of weird to like blow up an angled tile and then it leaves like perpendicular ladders. So when we lay down this material, when you blow up an orthogonal section, or like not an orthogonal section, but if you blow up a vertical or horizontal section of this material, it leaves behind ladders. But if you blow up a diagonal section, it does not leave ladders, because that would just be weird. It'd just be weird to have like this angled material and then a weird misaligned scaffolding pops out of that. Or I guess maybe we could do angled ladders. I don't know. We'll figure it out, one thing at a time. Okay, so we have more materials though. Let's go over the next set of materials. So after that, we have these materials here. Okay, so I think I chose a horrible color palette. Okay, so these 3 materials up here, this one, and this one, these are going to be our falling materials. And we have, we want some falling marble that falls in cubes. We want falling beams that always falls in in vertical slats, and then we want, falling beams are going to be horizontal slats. But basically, we have 3 different types of falling material. One falls in cubes, one falls in vertical slats, the other one in horizontal slats. So what do I mean by that? Well, I mean that, so say you have a tile. Say you have a tile right here. These tiles, let's use the actual material. Where are you? Let's use, am I going through the right? Okay, so say you have this, right? And there's something beneath it. It's not going to fall, but once the support tile is removed from it, it starts falling down like this. And there's going to be like another material that behaves similarly, but it falls like this. So it keeps connected in horizontal slats, and as long as there's a support underneath one of these tiles, it acts as a unit and it doesn't move. But once all support from underneath here is removed, the whole thing falls down as a unit. And with this big column, it has one support point. If that one support point is moved, then the whole column slides down. And then we have another material where it just falls in cubes. So like and I'm gonna try to make them time delayed. So if we have like a big chunk of material here, you know, one cube falls off at a time. There's a little bit of a delay, and then more cubes and more cubes. So we have the falling material, right? Okay, so we have the falling material, and then we have these other materials, and okay, let's just go through them all. So we're gonna have, like right now, don't pay attention to the textures. We're just using random textures, but the color coding matters. So we're gonna have a thing called God Vents and God Iron. God Vents are indestructible material, but they allow flames to pass through. So you can kind of create like a chamber where Alice or Ivy could get destroyed by the flames from a bomb, but they can't get through the chamber, right? Like a little killing chamber. And then God Iron is the same thing as God Vents, but God Iron doesn't let flames pass through, right? Okay, and then we have these yellows, these yellow-orangey things. These three materials are going to be combustible materials. So this one right here is going to be combustible coal, so like a combustible solid, liquid, gas. 3 states of matter. Combustible coal, some type of combustible liquid, and then a combustible gas, right? So the gas will float up and fill things, and you can walk through it, and the liquid falls down through things, and then the coal it's a solid. So I'm not gonna give I don't think I'm gonna give the solid physics, right? It just stays in one place, right? We already got the marble that we already have the marble that is a falling hazard. So I mean, yeah. So anyway, so we got all these different things. We got all these different materials slated, and then on top of that, right, we have the whole map, right? We have the whole map here. And this is just a subsection of the world map, right? So this is what I call the dumb. And it's a 3x3 grid. This is a 3x3 grid of level packs. Each level pack contains 13 levels. So you can't really see it, but like in here, because we used up all the space and just we didn't really adhere to the bounds of the level pack. Actually, are we doing that correctly? Okay, let's go over here for a second. So you should be able to tell the boundaries of a level pack if we draw like across the boundary. So let's do that really quick. Let's use a bigger tile. Let's use a bigger tile. So okay, let's is that the boundary? Yeah. So we're at the boundary between two levels. Yeah, you can kind of, is it? Yeah, am I imagining it? No, I don't think I'm imagining it. Let's use the pink material. Let's go down through materials for a second. Oh, oops, I went up through the brushes. It's not what I meant to do. See, I don't know what the fuck my keys do. So let's go down. Okay, let's go. Okay. So we know that this is the border. And I don't really like that material. It doesn't really, well, actually when we do this, so you can kind of see that there's this delineation. Let's go down through the materials. Okay, is this okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's nice when you have the, see, this is why this shader, oops, this is why this shader is nice, because like it has the indication, oh, I'm changing the brush size, not the tile type. That's kind of important to fucking know. Okay, so anyways, we're over here. Okay, so let's go to, okay. I'm starting to get a hang of this. Okay, so, okay, now if we try to, oh, I think we just crashed WebGL. Yep, I think we're crashing WebGL. Yep, so this shader is getting expensive. It's getting expensive. Okay, let's just refresh. Let's refresh. Refresh time. So let's start this over. Okay, let's go to this shader and let's zoom out. Okay, so so this little cross thing right here, this right here, these cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 levels. There's 13 levels in a level pack, and we have this like 3x3 grid of level packs, right? And one way you can tell it's a level is that if let's zoom into, okay, now that grid is not as useful. Like the grid is not, you know, we need to be able to delineate between the level borders. Like, having that grid change size is nice, but we need, like, some other shader stuff to, like, keep the main partitions, right? These main partitions, when we zoom all the way out, these partitions are partitioning based on the level, but then as we subdivide and subdivide, that's no longer the case. So, let's just try to, like, put a few tiles right there at this border. Let's just mark across the border really quick with some tiles so that we kind of know where we are a little bit better, right? So, okay. So, at these borders, okay, so this is the border. This is a border between levels. If we go, okay, so let's zoom in here. Okay, so if we zoom in here, and we know that on one side of the line is one level pack, and on the other side is another, sorry, not a level pack, but on one side is one level, on the other side is another level. And you can see that with the auto tiling. So like if you look at this, you see that as we're laying down tiles, you can kind of see that delineation, right? You see how there's this kind of pattern right here. Now we need to kind of work on the graphics a little bit more, right? Because we need to communicate that feature a little bit better, right? That well, I mean, we only have two colors. We only have two colors. We need like some like fake. I'm thinking maybe some like fake ambient occlusion on the border of a chunk of material, right? And that way, we'll be able to see this a little bit better. But yeah, you can see that the tiles from two different levels are not going to merge with each other. That's what's going on here. That's why this looks different. That's why this looks different. That's why we have. That's why there's an inconsistency right here in the middle, because we're on the border between two different level packs. Or not level packs, sorry, a border between two different levels. I keep on saying the wrong thing. Anyways, we're crashing our shader again. Hopefully maybe I can throw this into like Electron or something, because you know what, and that's mostly, I think that might be mostly Firefox that's being fucking shitty. So what I mean by that is like if we go over here and we go to Chrome, and then we go to right, we go to our game on Chrome, it actually works better. So if we try to wrap the game in Electron, we could be better off, because Chrome, I believe, just works better in terms of like WebGL. Yeah, like this is already this already is like feeling better and faster. And how about zooming in? Is zooming in smoother? I think zooming in might be smoother. I don't know. I can't really tell. I think it is, but I don't know. Okay, so yeah, Chrome is better, right? And if we wrap it in Electron, I think we end up with the V8 engine. And then we can have some more consistency if we wrap it in Electron, because then we're working with the JavaScript virtual machine in Electron, right? It's still kind of hackish to be like, yeah, we write it in JavaScript and then wrap it in Electron. That seems like fucking hack. But you know what? We're not here to be code purists. We're here to get shit done, okay? So we're trying to get shit done. Okay, anyways, 6 key. There we go. Okay, so let's, yeah. So why am I, yeah, that looks, oh yeah, that does kind of feel a little bit better. Okay, anyways, so once again, same deal, right? If we're on the border, actually, are we on the border? Is that the border? Where are we? We're not on the border. We're in the middle. We're not on the fucking border. Okay, let's put a little circle here. Okay, there, we got that little circle. Okay, so there's four little states right there, right? Or levels, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so we know that the border between levels is, there's 4 levels, right? Right over here. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Okay, right, so now when we draw this, right, if we draw like a donut shape, right, you can kind of, yeah, there you go. You can kind of see how it's auto-tiling here, but then it snaps off because you're in a different level. I did that intentionally. I could have made it all merge together, but I do want to have clear delineation between adjacent levels. Like I want you to be able to visually understand when you're crossing into one level from another, right? So we're doing it. We're fucking doing it. So this is awesome. It's fucking awesome. We are getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. It's starting to get impressive, and I'm excited. And I know I don't stream very consistently, so I don't know if I'm losing my audience, but hey, I'm still trying to like update stuff on stream when I have something cool to show. I have something cool to show. It's 3:28 a.m. Of course, no one's gonna watching. Holy fucking shit. Anyways, so that's the thing. I'm doing the thing. Doing this fucking thing. So, you know what, we'll save making another cool thing for when I get, like, I'm gonna make, like, some type of procedural brush that's gonna, like, randomize tile sizes and try to make cool stuff just with, like, a simple brush stroke. Like, more cool than what we have already. So that I can kind of tech demo it. But, we're getting somewhere. We are fucking getting somewhere. It's fucking awesome. Okay, that's all I had to say. I just wanted to give a little review of what we're up to, or what we are up to. Like, I'm more than one person in my head. Well, I guess technically you are. Brew does, I think it's Bruno, it's CCP Grey does a whole thing about how you're actually two people, but one of you is a mute person who can't speak English or can't use language, but your brain is actually like two different people. So like everyone is technically multiple personality disordered because it's just that that other person can't speak. That's kind of fucking creepy, isn't it? Okay, so that's it. I'm out of here. Also, if you notice that 275 right down there, that's because like I've been filming a tutorial series and like doing some pretty detailed code reviews, and that video number is the video number that I'm currently on. So I haven't released that video yet that I just finished today, but that's where I'm at. Actually, let's do one more thing. Let's do one more thing before we get out of here. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to my YouTube really quick. Okay. So we're making shit, and let's just go to YouTube really quick and go to my channel and show you something. Let's just review it. Let's review all the shit because we got YouTube Shorts. So we're using our YouTube Shorts kind of like to that's right. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go to www.tinyurl.com/bombplaylist001, and that'll take us to the playlist for this tutorial that I'm working on. There's 100 videos. There's 100 videos per playlist, and then the last video of the playlist tells you where to get to the next playlist. So from here, I should be able to find my channel, or maybe not. Oh wait, there was. God damn it, that was my channel. So I don't want to log out of my Weeb Coder channel on this because I am dedicating one browser to so I have 3 different YouTube channels because I'm recording this 3 times in a row, and I'm trying to fucking close this. I'm trying to streamline the process of uploading videos, and I don't think we have everything in here. Do we have the first video? Vertical 4. Where's vertical whatever? Do we have a playlist for... Yeah, we should have a playlist for horizontal vertical monitor. 23. Okay, yeah. So let's go play all in here. Let's go play all for a second. So at first I was like... Okay, so the goal... I didn't have this goal right away when I did my first video. But now the goal is to make each one of these videos 4 seconds. And the goal actually is 5 seconds, but if it's 5.1 seconds, it's too long. And I can't see that when I record it, right? When you record it, you don't see the fractions of a second. So 4 is my safe 5 seconds, right? So 4 point whatever is okay, but once it hits 5, I'm in uncertain territory, right? Because it would have to be exactly 5 seconds for this to work. So I decided to go down to 4 seconds. Why make the videos so short? Well, we're going to make the videos short so that we can make like a like mega short, right? Like we can take like what's 60 divided by 5, because we're assuming that we have 4 point whatever, so we're gonna math.seal each video to exactly 5 seconds, right? So we know that by using the number 5 for seconds, however many videos we have that are all in that like 4 second threshold, they're gonna fit. Anyway, 60 divided by 5, what is 12? Okay, so we can make like a mega short. If we try to get each video down to 4 point something seconds, then we can take 12 little delta videos that are demonstrating what we're up to, and we can pack them into one YouTube short to make this mega short, to make this like summary time lapse. So it's not like a time lapse where it's like you're fast forwarding, right? It's a time lapse where it's like 4-second elevator pitch. Look at this cool thing. Next 4-second elevator pitch. Look at this cool thing. Next 4-second elevator pitch. Look at this cool thing. And I think that might make something viral on the internet. I don't know. It's a hypothesis. It's a hypothesis. So that's my guess. And let's just emulate. We're going to emulate what that might look like if we just play all of our YouTube shorts. So 1 of 23. Why is YouTube... So Chrome in dark mode, or something about Chrome, forced CSS styles is the worst fucking thing ever, right? I change my desktop, and then it changes how the browsers work. Like, fuck you. Like, why? But that's what it is. And so I think nobody fucking supports it correctly, but yet now it's added in there, and it breaks everything. So you add a theme to your Windows desktop, and it breaks your internet browsing experience. Oh, that's fucking great. So I think that the videos are invisible here because of weird-ass shit that my dark theme on my computer is doing to Chrome. But I think maybe it'll play. Maybe all of them are actually here, because there's one of 23. Maybe they're all here. We'll see. So let's, can we turn up the sound so I can actually hear what I'm listening to? No, it's because our fucking speaker. Fucking hate the speaker. So the speaker is like the speaker is it's plugged in, but it likes to turn off anyways after it's been idle for a while, and it's fucking annoying. Okay, so let's just play it. Let's do it. 2 key, 3 key, 4 key, 5 key, and zooming in using the plus key. We can also change to letterboxing or no letterboxing. Let's keep on zooming in here. So it looks like we're kind of going slow, but as we get closer and closer and closer, it's going to appear to speed up, but it's zooming in at a constant rate. It's just how perspective works, and then bam, we're zoomed in. Low-level panning now works. Pans by one tile when you press the up, down, left, and right keys. Our tiles are now square. However, we're rendering out of bounds, and letterboxing distorts the tile size. We need a dirty flag to fix that. We can now use the number keys to snap to different level packs, and successive presses of the same number key will zoom further and further in. We still have some problems with the renderer where we're seeing this monochrome, but we're getting close. The number pad zoom extends to the different level packs. We can map the cursor position to world space coordinates. We can now highlight the active tile, and we have different size tiles. Up, up, down, down, left, right, A. Dun 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 dun. Up, up, down, down, left, right. Hey, now we're getting somewhere. Look at this, my shader. It's rendering. Oh wait, we got some problems. We can set tiles of different sizes. Why does it look like that? Did you try blowing on it before you put it in? Hoorah! Click drag! Boo! Horrible lag! Shader 6 will be an auto-tiling shader. We still have the previous shader. Our level editor needs a grid that adjusts density as we zoom in. Empty tile space and void space are different things. Tile placement is now blocked in. Atomic Ivy has built-in support for different size tiles. Rudimentary auto-tiling? Done. We're ready to build on top of this. Geometry tile color palette has been stubbed in. These auto tiles, they fucking suck. They're never gonna amount to anything.
I will show you
I
how
think
to
that's
create this. And
okay, that's it. That's all the things. That's all the things. That's kind of where we are right now. So the video for the current like auto tiling that I'm doing, because I fixed that auto tiling, it works now. That video isn't released yet, so we have it somewhere, but that's what's going on. So let's go one more aim web URL. All right. So let's close it with something interesting, just in case somebody like seeks through this video, right? So remember, we gotta press the 6 key to go to the other shader that has the auto tiling, and let's just go through all of our materials really quick. Let's kind of zoom in here, right? And let's just put, look, ooh, that auto tiles, right? Okay, let's go to the next material. Ooh, look that auto tiles. Oh, look at that auto tiles. Oh, look this auto tiles. Oh, oops. Right? We got all this stuff. All the stuff. Look at all this stuff. Right? So we got all these different materials. And it does right now look very rudimentary and like 8-bit graphic-y, or even worse. It looks kind of like, maybe, no, 8-bit is right. Like, it looks kind of Atari-ish, right? And it's like, that's not the goal. That's not the goal. That's just kind of where we are currently with this. But I'm seeing the potential. I'm excited. And we're going to make some fucking awesome stuff with this. Like, I'm fucking excited. So, yeah. Anyways, so that's kind of what it is. And then, you know, like I said, the different powers of 2 tiles, so we can get bigger and bigger, right? And the bigger tiles go in the background, right? So, that just makes sense because you get more visual interest if the bigger things are in the background, because if the big things include the little things, then you can just lay one gigantic tile that fills the whole room, and then you don't got anything interesting, right? So that's it. I'm out of here. So, I'm not dead. I'm still streaming. I'm only streaming when I have something that looks cool to show. Like, if I have something cool to show, I will stream, but I'm not going to stream while I'm coding just because it slows me down, and I really want to make progress on this and get this thing done before I die. So, later.